Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you how I achieve this pink glitter cut crease look. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for my tutorial. Before I get started, I always moisturize my face first. I use a Ambi face cream that I usually just get from a local beauty supply. Sorry, I was listening to The Writings on the Wall by Destiny's Child, and that was Bills, Bills, Bills. Anyway, next I'll be applying this eyeshadow base that I got from NYX in the color Skin Tone. I'll just be applying this all over my lid just to make sure that my eyeshadow stays in place and does not smudge or come off throughout the day. Once I'm done priming my lid, I use some sort of nude color to set the concealer. I used to use the eyeshadow from Ulta in the color Camel, but I cannot find it anywhere at my local stores. So I've been using Ben Nye Banana Powder instead, and it works just fine. So for this look, I'll be using two different palettes. The first one will be from BH Cosmetics. It is their Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm going to start off using this bright pink color here on the top row and add this into my crease. This is going to be my transition color. This pink is super pigmented and vibrant, so you want to make sure you blend it really well and don't have that harsh line. Also, while you're blending it, the color might fade a little, so I'm just going to go in a few times and build the color back up. Now I'm just going to go back over the top with a clean F119 brush from Miss A and just smooth out the edges and get rid of that harsh line. I'm going back into my crease with a darker pink color here. It's like a fuchsia color. And I'm just going to add this a little lower on the crease. That way I don't cover up my transition color. I want the colors to fade into each other, and I'm going to blend it out so it has a gradient effect. Now I'm just using that same F119 brush to blend everything out and make sure all the edges are smooth. I'm mixing two of the purple shades together and going directly into my crease. I should have used a smaller brush for precision, but I've learned how to angle the brush to get the same result, so I didn't even bother to switch this time, but I will in the next video. Anyway, I'm just darkening up the crease here to add some depth. We're going to go ahead and jump into this cut crease. As you can already see, I did one eye already. So you'll start by carving out the crease with your choice of concealer. I'm using the same one that I used as a base by NYX. So you just want to carve out the shape. And I only went halfway. You can go all the way if you want, but I wanted the outer corners to be darker, so I chose not to. And I'm going to go back in with those same two purple shades that I used in my crease and darken up the outer corner of my eyes. I'm going to bring this shade in towards the middle where that concealer ends and just go ahead and blend it. The second palette that I'm using is one of my favorites. It's the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay palette. I am using the shimmery pink color called Harajuku, and I'm going to pat it on my lid and build up the color because it is very light. I am using my E113 flat brush, which is also from Miss A. I'm pretty sure it's a concealer brush, but yeah, I do what I want. So we're going to use that to pack on that color. Now I'm going back and using the same Gwen Stefani palette, but I'm using the color Pop, and I'm putting that right in the inner corners of my eyes and giving it a little shimmer. That way the corners are highlighted. Now you can just go ahead and grab your blending brush and just blend everything out. That way everything is nice and smooth and all of the colors are flowing together. So to do the glitter cut crease, you need to use some type of adhesive to keep the glitter in place. What I did was just use a light colored liquid liner and trace out my crease with it. Then I went in with my E115 flat brush and dabbed the glitter onto the liquid liner. The glitter I used is also from Miss A, and it's in the color Rose Quartz. By the way, if you've never heard of Miss A, it is a $1 beauty store located in Grapevine Mills in the DFW area. They also have a website that I'll link in the description box below. Their products are amazing and they only cost $1, so you can't beat that. Now that we have the glitter in place, I'm going to go ahead and do a winged liner. I probably should not even be recording this because I cannot perfect a winged liner to save my life. It does not matter how many times I have tried. It just does not work for me. But I promise you, by video number 15, I will be a professional and I will show you guys how to do one. The foundation that I'm using is Revlon's 24-hour Color Stay foundation. I have two different colors. I have one in the color Toast and the other one in the color Caramel. Usually I do only use one foundation, but the color that I use is Rich Ginger, and at the time the store that I went to was completely sold out, so I just got two colors and mixed them together. And I guess it just never dawned on me to go back and actually get my shade. So that is what I've been using for the past few months. But if you are the same color as me, I would probably go with Rich Ginger instead of mixing the two colors like I've been doing. The concealer that I use is LA Girl's Pro Conceal. It is my favorite concealer. I have yet to find a concealer that is better than this one. I use the color Cool Tone, and I'm just going to put it right underneath my eyes and then a little bit on my chin, and I'll put some right under my cheekbone. And it just kind of creates a highlight on your face, and once you contour, it just adds a little bit of dimension to your face. That way I don't look like a potato. And I'm just going to blend that into my foundation with a wet beauty blender. I also got it from Miss A, once again, just for $1. And then I'm going to spray some setting spray on it, and I'm going to use Ben Nye banana powder to set the concealer underneath my eyes and on the rest of my face. Now at this point, what a lot of girls do is called baking. It's where you leave the banana powder on your face or whatever setting powder that you use and let the concealer bake. I personally do not have that kind of time. So we're just gonna go ahead and wax on, wax off, and move on with the rest of the foundation. I use L'Oreal True Match powder in the color Classic Tan to set my foundation. To contour my face, I'm using the BH Cosmetics. It's my Ray Ray palette. I'm using the color Mocha, and I'm just going to use that to contour my cheeks and around my forehead and my jawline. I'm just using a powder brush, and I'm just going to blend everything in. For a blush, I'm using the BH Cosmetics 10 Color Professional Blush Palette. As you can see, I'm hitting the pan on a couple of colors. Those are the ones that I use the most. I'm just using a hot pink color, and I'm going to put that on my cheekbones and make my face a little rosy. So I use two different highlighters. I use the Betty Luminizer by the Balm Cosmetics, and then I go over that with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. I add that to my cheekbones, and then I add it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit right in the middle of my forehead, and that just makes it stand out a little bit more. I don't have a bridge on my nose, so I feel like that helps. Now I'm using the same exact colors that I used on my eyelid. I'm using both of the pink colors and both of the purple colors, and I'm just going to use a flat brush and go underneath my eye, underneath the waterline, and just add a little bit of color underneath. Now I am using my all-time favorite eyeliner. It is the Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in Perversion. This is the best eyeliner that I have ever used. I cannot ever find an eyeliner that goes on this black, and I finally found it at Urban Decay. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that, and then I will use a black eyeshadow and just smoke out the bottom lash line. I'm just going to go ahead and add some mascara to both my top and bottom lashes before I add my false lashes. I use L'Oreal's Telescopic Mascara. It's the only one that I've used for a few years now, so I haven't switched in a long time. I really wouldn't even be able to recommend a different mascara. The lashes I'm applying are Miss Lashes in the style M232. You can find them at a local beauty supply. I use the Ardell Brush On Lash Adhesive. I use two different lash glues. If it's for a video or something short term, I will use the Ardell Brush On Lash Adhesive because it's so much easier to get the lashes on and it dries faster. If I'm going to be out all day with lashes on, I will use Duo, but I'm using Ardell for this video. The lip liner I'm using is just a pink lip liner that I got from Miss A. It doesn't have a name on it, so I'm not sure what it's called. It is a really good lip liner. It goes on easily. A lot of lip liners are dry, and that's why I don't use lip liner that often. But this one actually is really smooth, and it goes on easily, and it's super pigmented. However, I don't think it is a good color for my skin tone. I think it's a little bit too bright, so I probably won't use it as much anymore. But once I added the lip gloss, it blended pretty well, so it doesn't look as bad. The lip gloss that I'm using is Plain Jane, and it is from BH Cosmetics Lip Gloss Collection. To finish off this look, I'm just going to go back in with the color Pop from the Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes again like I did earlier in the video. I'm also going to highlight right on the brow bone to make it pop underneath the brows as well. And we are all done with this look. Thank you so much for watching my very first YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you hit the like button below, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you are notified every Sunday when I upload a new video. Bye, YouTube.